The National Hurricane Center now giving it a 40% chance. So in comparison to last week, the chances aren't any different, to be quite honest. The changes were now within 7 days. So the National Hurricane Center, they run their forecast on a 7-day cycle. So now we're finally within that reach that the Hurricane Center will start talking about it in their discussions. So this is the same area that we were discussing last week, same odds of something pulling together, and also similar scenarios that could pull together as well. So the National Hurricane Center, again, giving it a 40% chance. Right now, it doesn't look tremendously impressive. We have some showers and thunderstorms developing just north of Panama, off to the east of Costa Rica. And this broad area of circulation over the next 7 days will start to develop. Sometimes that can brew a tropical system, and the water temperatures are in the mid to upper 80s. So that's the kicker here, Michael. The fuel is there. As long as you got warm water and the winds are fairly calm, these thunderstorms that develop in the Caribbean can lead to a tropical system. It looks likely that we'll be tracking something come November.
Yeah, and you look at the Western Caribbean specifically, and that is where toward the Cayman Islands, Jamaica, those water temperatures, that is mid and upper 80s to pushing 90 degrees. I mean, Britta, that's you know, for lack of a better phrase, bath water for tropical systems to just thrive in.
So our water temperatures right now, they are slightly cooler than what we had this time last year, but well above average, but anything over 80. So whether we're talking 88 or 85, it doesn't really matter. 80 is the benchmark, and we've hit that. That is warm enough to sustain a tropical system. So here's the overall setup. We do have a nice buffer of a ridge of high pressure over the lower 48. That's something to note, a little protective gear that we have on our back here in the U.S., but this broad circulation is going to set up. And the question is, where does it develop and where does it really go? Right now, we don't have a bona fide storm to track, so having that final solution is near impossible. But what we do have is our computer models. And Michael, there was a lot of confidence that something would pull together, zero confidence in where it would go and what it would be. And we're kind of still at that stage right now. There's a little more confidence buffering the U.S. and unfortunately more concern for areas like the Dominican Republic and Haiti, but there's still a lot of questions here because, again, we don't have a bona fide storm. So we're stuck with these scenarios of what could happen. Yeah,
that's exactly it. Now, as we get a little bit closer, especially to the end of this upcoming work week and then into next weekend, when we actually start to see something begin to form, I think we'll have a better idea and a better understanding on exactly the path that this is going to take. But I'll say this, that looking at several of our more reliable forecast models, and Britta, you and I were talking about it this morning, you know, we look at like the GFS, for example. As you just mentioned, it does show a little bit more of a skew toward the northeast and kind of taking more or less this sort of pattern that you're seeing here.
All right. Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Welcome. Thank you for being here. It is good to be here. Please give me a 1 if you can hear me and see me well. We are about to begin our prayer. Today is day 7 of our holy days to fulfill the covenant. Good. Thank you, beloved. Thank you. As you can see, things are moving very fast. Oh, you know, let me just do this right here. All right. As you can see, things are moving very fast concerning the weather. And the events around the world. Of course, we are not moved, we are not dismayed over here, and things are doing quite peaceful in the midst of us, at least in the midst of me and my family. I am not moved, I am not dismayed. I am okay. I have no fear of things going to happen to me and my people, because this is all a bunch of garbage. Okay, we are not here to put fear of Jacob's trouble in the midst of our people. In fact, we want to Jacob's trouble. All those things that are happening right now, it's for the other nation, and they have no answer. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to say. And somebody just shared with me a video concerning a fellow. His name is, I don't know that guy's name, but he's one of those big church fellow. Let me share this with you. I have no idea who this guy is, but anyway.
Pastor Steve Byers steps down after 37 years in ministry has sent ripples through the congregation and the larger Christian community. Welcome to Vic News Hub, where we keep you updated on the latest developments impacting the Christian community. Today's story revolves around a long-standing, well-respected figure, Pastor Steve Viers of Faith Church in Lafayette, Indiana. His recent resignation after 37 years in ministry has sent ripples through the congregation and the larger Christian community, sparking concern, prayer, and reflection on what it means to serve faithfully amid personal challenges. Faith Church announced the resignation in a statement that has been met with both sadness and support. After decades of shepherding the congregation, Pastor Viers' resignation came following the discovery of unresolved marital issues with his wife, Chris. According to the church's official statement, Viers
unresolved marital issues. So you got those guys, their wives are leaving them, and they spent their entire life together in the blessing, lying to the people, doing all sort of nonsense to the kids, to the men and the women on their church. And what happened is when the blessing is gone and they have nothing else to do. So now the wife look at the husband and say, well, you don't make that much money anymore, and I'm leaving you. Or what about that affair that you had with that 12-year-old boy? So now I'm getting out of this thing. So everybody is now leaving everybody, and because the blessing is no more. Again, beloved, this is not something that just happening now. This is the problem I'm having with a bunch of dudes online. They think the modern women as if something is just happening now. It's just not. This thing been happening ever since those people came upon our land. That's how they destroy our family. Their women never behaved. They never did behave. They were always the way that you saw them now. They were always like that. And they taught this to a few of our women. Hell, a lot more to women that looks like our women. By nature, our women is the most righteous woman, point blank, period. A lot of those people that you see out there acting a fool and stuff like that, those are people that look like us. The true men, the true women of the Lord, we don't do those nonsense. We don't get involved in those backwardness. Those sexual deviant, unbalanced people that are doing horrible things to kids, horrible things to human beings, to animals out there that look like us. They are not us. Okay. Thank you, Like Tease, for picking up the 8K book. Please study it. And a sister sent me a great message. She said she read the book. She now knows something about herself that she didn't know. Okay. We are not sexual deviant, man. Those people always want to first of all, they want to blame that we are criminal deviant. So we are sexual deviant. We are fraud deviant. We are bad. Every single bad stuff that's been done in this earth, it has to be us. We commit the most crime. We have the most STDs. We effed up the country. We effed up everything. And during all this time, you were in charge. Well, I shall say till now, you are kind of in charge. And then when things do not work your way, well, I resign. I step down after 37 years. 37 years. You've been living in the blessing. You know that 37 years is part of that 400 years. Out of that 400 years, this fellow enjoyed 37 out of it. And now he stepped down and because marital issue and stuff like that. Yeah, whatever, man. Whatever you want to say. So the Christian church or churches in general is all messed up. There's no leadership. There is no rebuttal. There is no one that can come out there and say anything. And the same thing they are saying yesterday, beloved, okay? I sat outside in the park, and I was getting some air and clear my mind and thinking about a few stuff. And lo and behold, a woman came in to play with her daughter. I never seen them before. But she came in and she sit like right next to me out of the everything in the park. And she had a daughter. She was about like 3 to 4 years old. And she had one of those phones that had the preacher, person in it preaching. But you can tell this fellow was a white Gentile man. And he was talking about something related to Ramses the first and the second. And this dude was going on and on. So when she put the stuff, it was on speaker. When I'm listening to the message, I got very confused. First, the voice tell me this fellow is a Gentile. But second, the message tell me that he's one of us. He was talking about how Ramesses, all the best prophets are Jews. Jesus was a Jew. Mark, John, Luke was a Jew. Everybody was a Jew. And then the Jews are blessed people. And he made a very bold statement how those Jews just came out of that 400 years of oppression and slavery and stuff like that. So I'm paused. I'm like, which Jews are you talking about? Like, are you talking about Jewish or are you talking about the Jews, the one from the tribe of Judah? Because they got the Jews, they got the Levites, the Zebulonites, Asherites. They got a lot of them out there. Which one? And the guy was going on and on, but the message that he was talking about is nothing but our cues. So I could see this woman, she's one of those Christians, but somehow the message got mixed now. And of course, I don't voluntarily go listen to those dudes. It's either somebody's listening to them and they happen to be a proximity to me, or I'm driving, or somehow my YouTube channel or something happened and the video start playing. And whenever it does, it is always our message, mango with garbage. Do you believe in Jesus? Jesus is coming. He is doing. I'm like, you people still in this nonsense. You're still on that. Don't you see what happened over there in Asheville, North Carolina, western part of it? And I'm seeing now a bunch of Christians, they are now somewhat a little bit, not comfortable, but they are coming out to such a degree, they are denouncing the church. For instance, in this comment right there, let me see if I can get this. Where was it? There we go. Somebody make a comment right here. You know, what did you expect when you replace Jesus as the leader of the church with the mere men? This church dug their own hole by rejecting Jesus and that body. This is the enlarge this. All right. Yep. This is the type of garbage that you people been saying. You've been following, raising those pastors to such a degree, you make them God upon this earth. Your pastors, Jesus never talked to you. It is always your pastors. What Jesus told me to tell you, God told me to tell you, Jesus made me an apostle, he made me this, he made me that, and then now you guys want to say, oh, well, the thing is like the church is like replaces Jesus with men. Huh? The same old, same old. But, beloved, they have no answer. They have no saying. They have nothing they can come out there and say to defend themselves, because they have no defense at all. The people that could defend them, they are stepping down. Didn't that fellow T.D. Jakes step down like 2 years ago and give the church to his daughter? All of those dudes that were supposed to stand and then say things, they are now stepping down, or they are dying, or they are mysteriously missing. Beloved, if you are in the midst of us here, if you are here praying and watching our program, we want you to be at peace. We are not going to be rounded up and put in camp and being gassed and being beat, and our women are not going to be raped, and we are not going to be robbed again. What else that we have those people want to rob us from? Our land, as if they didn't have that, already have it. The only thing those people can take for, well, the only thing that you can give for them willingly is your magic, your energy, your vote, your consent to go back to church, the things to, your small talk. You don't have time to have small talk with those people, man. This is the time to make those folks feel very uncomfortable. This is the time whenever those people try to approach you about their holiday, like, oh man, this is Christmas right there, and I do not celebrate Christmas because my ancestors were slaughtered. My ancestors were slaves and they never received their reparation. Christmas, the way it was perverted, was our holiday that you people took and perverted and use slavery to enrich yourself. It's time to make those people feel very uncomfortable. Yes, brother DMJ, we are the safest people in the world. Mark our words. You see, a lot of people now are moving out of those places that they are calling off grid, and they are moving in the city now, in the hood. They saw what this hurricane did. Still this day, this thing all blew my mind. A flooded mountain. They saw how the government did not respond from the mountain. One, they saw how strategically, logistically speaking, when you look at the land topography, it was virtually or still impossible for those people to reach those that are in there. There's still people in there. There are still people they can't reach. They are alive, but they can't reach them, because the only way is by helicopter, and the government ain't gonna send their people over there and get infected with that whatever things that they know that they had in there, and then they effed up. So now they are seeing the way things are being done over there. No one wants to go live off grid anymore. A lot of them are moving into the city. They are not moving into the city because, oh, we are moving to the city because, oh, well, off grid is still lonely. A human being are not supposed to be lonely. And no, they are moving so they can be closer to you because they saw it. Nothing happened to you. Look at Tampa. The water still rises in certain specific place, certain specific demographic, but the black community, so to speak, nothing is happening to them. Yes, they did say black folk, and they did say black folk in the hood were going to come after them. So that's why they move out of the city, because that's the fear that they had. The fear that they had, like, when the grade go down, we'll be the one that go after them for food and stuff like that. And then when they look at this, when the grade did go down in North Carolina, okay, let me clear out the whole grade garbage. Those people are talking about, when they are talking about the grade, they are talking about the power grade once there's no electricity. And that's all. Look, if the power grid went out, let's say the way that it did in Cuba, it went out in Cuba 9 days ago. Is it still restored? Did they restore it? It went out for at least a week. Okay, they never said how many people that died, how many people that are no more, but somewhat Cuba is still okay. The grid went down. They simply had an issue. I know what it was. Things come back on. At night there's no electricity, and during the day there's light. This is the way it's supposed to be. I live in places without electricity for many years. Would you just leave? Okay, so now those people are talking about when these grade go down and then people are gonna come after you and stuff. No. What went down in North Carolina, western part of it, it wasn't the grade that go down. The entire system went down. The entire system went down. Your entire system went down. And then there's nothing you could do to save those people. Of course, once the system went down, a lot of people take this opportunity for virtue signaling. A lot of people take this opportunity to suck up on the victim, because that's all you've been doing. You never did help. Even this thing happened to your own people. That's right. You start TM. If you live off grid, you are on your own. You didn't want nothing to be part of the government. Government ain't gonna help you. You don't want to support them. You go live off grid and hide there because of all the crime your ancestors been committed. So, the government didn't reach them, man, and go over there in the woods. Do you know how many people that live in those mountains and woods that don't let anyone know where they stay at, especially the government? Do you know how much people that went over there and hide there? They sell their home, they get all their cash. Remember a bunch of people a few years ago, take your money out of the bank. The bank is about to, crash is coming. Get your money out. Get your cash out. And you got a lot of those folks, they went out there to get the cash out, and then they went to live in the mountain. And when the grid go down, because it's only gonna go down in the city, they buy their little generator, a little solar panel, got a little food in here and stuff like that. Because the grid gonna go down for 2 weeks, right? Because that's a prophecy for 2 weeks, and then everything going to crash. Things gonna come back online again with gold and silver. Now a lot of them move over there in that North Carolina mountain with gold and silver. Look what happened to them. Your greed still down after a month. Are there a new system here with gold and silver? When that greed still down, can you eat your gold? Can you eat your silver? For those of you that were listening to those conspiracy theories out there, what's up with your gold now? What's up with all those MREs, meal ready to eat, that you bought? You know those meal that if you give them contact with water, it creates a reaction. Let me see if I can show a clip here. Meal ready to eat. Okay, well, they should have. I need like something a minute or two. Okay, so man, they got nothing a minute, man. Meal ready to eat. Preparation. Prep. All right, put prep. Okay. I need something a minute. No. You know what? Let's put MREs. MREs. There we go. Should have something here. Okay, this one is good. 2 minutes. I need something under a minute. What about this one? It's something I can. That one.
Hunting, fishing, loving every day.
Okay, so those are the MREs. Okay, you cut them up. They're probably gonna strike me for that song. Okay, those are the food. Okay, and then you put them in water. You put water in them, and then they will heat it up. They got spaghetti. They got all sort of food in there. But the problem is, if this thing is flooded, you won't be able to eat them. If it's flooded with cadaver part, if it's flooded with mud, if it's flooded with nuclear waste, if it's flooded with water waste, such as cleaning or waste place, you won't be able to eat that. Okay, those called MREs, meal ready to eat. So you won't be able to eat this. Okay, this is bad. All those canned food, you can take them out of the mud and stuff like that. And how are you going to eat them? With what water are you going to clean them? This is bad. My boss buys gold and silver and he has 6 months of meal prep, as if this thing going to last 6 months. As if this thing, when the grade go down, there's no more cash. People will ask you for gold. Why don't you go over there in North Carolina and then use gold and buy food or whatever? Why don't those people over there take their gold and then blow on it and will turn into a helicopter and then escape? Why didn't they take their silver and build bridges and roads so they could get out? We told you none of those things can get you out. The moment this stuff happens, you're on your own. Beloved brothers and sisters, please join us for a brief prayer we're going to have today and 2 more days. Wednesday, we're going to begin our fast, okay? Beloved, let us begin. Great praise to the Mighty One. Thank you for the earthly mother. Thank you for the Holy Spirit, for being in the midst of us, divine providence that always provide for us, always protecting us, always guiding us, and put shelters over our head. We thank the Holy Great Mother for protecting our people and destroying those folks over there. Beloved, make no mistake, if it wasn't for the nation here, and I'm making it very clear, if it wasn't for the AK family here, the whole thing that you saw in Asheville would have gone under the radar. It was our people that say, yes, this was the sun downtown. This was those people that did horrible things unto us, and this is God's judgment. It has nothing to do with the government coming after you now. It has nothing to do with your backwardness of lithium and quartz and stuff like that. None of this. The government will not risk a nuclear waste disaster like this. So just a few lithium or whatever. Lithium is a backward technology anyway. We give the nation great praise for what they did with their prayers, with their fasting, with the ability to remain calm. Once you are calm, whenever you encounter any situation, beloved, your heart start racing, slow it down. Slow it down. Make sure you calm down. Make sure everything is all right, and then you act with calmness. We are calm. We have a calm soul, a calm body, and a calm spirit. We are not moved, neither we are dismayed, and we are not under judgment here. For those that have eyes, let them see. Those that have ears, let them hear. Hell, those that have the Holy Spirit, let them comprehend. This is judgment, and we are not under judgment. This is the last days. This isn't the time to bring fear in the midst of us. There'll be no Jacob's trouble. Be at peace. You saw it. It's all over, not here in the U.S. only. It's all over the world. Not here in this world only, it's in the spiritual world. We ask our people to remain vigilant, to always pray, because you are the only defense that our people have when it comes to prayer. And above all, you are the only offense that they have when it comes to fasting and praying and attacking. We ask the Mighty One to still leave the Holy Spirit in the midst of us so she may protect us, provide for us like she always did. Hell, 83 did everything they could to destroy us. They try all the disease, all the tactics, all the heinous act, all the underhanded act, yet we're still here, we're still alive. Those people spend their entire life on attacking us. They know nothing when it comes of defending themselves. Now the favor is being returned upon their head tenfold. Now they are being attacked. They have no idea how to defend themselves. They have no idea what to do. They can't save themselves. All they can do is follow that one-trick pony. All they can do is saying, repeating the one garbage. My blood is washed in the blood of Jesus. I'm saved. Amen. When I die, I'll go into paradise, heaven. I'll enjoy the blessing once more. Yeah. Beloved, we are in our 7th day for the Holy Covenant. We ask the Most High God Almighty and the Holy Spirit herself to reestablish the covenant, to give unto our people the power once more, to give our people the knowledge, the wisdom, the superpowers, the magical powers, to activate our glands, the pituitary gland, the pineal gland, the thyroid gland, all the other unknown glands, to activate our fascia so we may be flexible and move about seamlessly. We ask the Holy One to return the land unto us, to return unto us what the caterpillar, the palmer worm, the beetles have eaten. And let the land be flown with milk, honey, corn, oil, and wine. Yea, the enemy will watch you, beloved brothers and sisters. They'll watch how your fridge will be overloaded. They'll watch how your garbage will be overflown with food, which in turn they will try to grab, which will turn into worms and maggots in their hand because you did not give it to them. They'll watch how your pets will be fattened and how they are eating their pets and eating themselves and try to survive. They'll watch how your husband, wives, our men, women, and children are walking around healthy. And while they all watch theirs dying before their eyes. They'll watch how you're going to prosper, how you're going to be at peace, where they'll see their own people losing their mind, which they already did. They will witness this great removal. They will behold us when we are leaving this place for the final fumigation. And they'll say, hey, brother, hey, sister, take me with you. Please. I'm sorry. Wherever you guys are going, take me with you. Wherever you folks are going, you don't need to take me. Take my daughter. Take my son. Take my damn dog with you. At least I know there's something made it over there. They will watch how they are going old and sick and weak, and you are going young, strong, and powerful. They'll watch those technologies. They will watch the blessing overtaking us, and then they will watch how the curses will cleave and cut them down. There is no escape, beloved brothers and sisters. Garbage about CERN going to open portals so they can get out of here. What take you people so long? Why are you still here? Couldn't you just open a portal and save those people in Western North Carolina when this thing was happening? Talking about your orb and garbage. The only orb I recognize is the orb of the great King David. That's the only orb I know, and he's very good at playing it. Why didn't you use your orb to control this weather and send it straight to the hood and destroy our people over there? Beloved, be at peace. There'll be no Jacob's trouble. To our women, you'll not be raped. To our children, you'll not be sold. To our men, you'll not be humiliated. The great comforter is in the midst of us. Yes, indeed. We pay our dues. We went through hell. Our people been through hell. There's nothing more those people can do to us they have not done before. But we are now watching the great switch. We are now feeling the great switch. It's not only spiritual, it's physical. We can see it. We can see how every disaster is in the midst of 83. Every backwardness is in the midst of them. And everything good is in the midst of us. Give the Holy One great praise, great glory. May the Holy Spirit still watching over us and keep us as a great mother, the one that provide and protect her children. Selah, so be it. May all the angels protecting us and camp around us, and may the other side go in the midst of 83 and destroy them. May the curse cleave unto them. May these great events that are coming in the future will dwarf whatever happened over there in Western North Carolina. Selah, so be it. By the power of the Holy One vested in me, I leave all of you in peace. Go in peace, beloved. For those of you that were here for the prayer is done. You may leave. We are going to go to our second part of the program. Let's take a little break.
Companion for spiritual empowerment, offering invaluable insights and practical steps to enhance your spiritual journey. What's inside? Perform spiritual background checks. Learn how to assess spiritual energies and protect yourself from negative influences. Connect with your guardian angel. Discover methods to establish a strong, supportive relationship with your guardian angel for guidance and protection. Develop your magical abilities. Unleash your innate magical potential with step-by-step instructions and exercises tailored for all levels. Whether you're a novice or a seasoned practitioner, the 8K Family Handbook provides the tools and knowledge you need to elevate your spiritual practice. Begin your journey to empowerment and enlightenment today. Available now on Amazon.com.
All right. Okay. Good. Before we move into the next part, any question, beloved? Let me read the emails. Any question? I believe we had a few emails going on. Any question? Any concern? Okay. All right. There's nothing in the email yet. Good. You sent an email. What this email was about? Oh, I'm not quite sure what it was about. Can you resend it again so I can check it? All right, good. Let me see if they have any question. Okay, if there is none, we'll move in with our program. Somebody trying to call. Somebody call us. Okay. Volcano in Ethiopia. Interesting. Interesting. I was not aware of that. No, send the email because the link on the chart won't work. Because you're not a moderator, YouTube will not allow it. I'm not aware of the volcano in Ethiopia. Okay. All right, beloved. Let me see. Okay, let's move with the next part of this program. Okay. Let's move with the next part. I think we're done with this. Whoops. And was it this? That's the shorts that I received. Maybe it was that. Okay, so this is Hurricane Christy, right? Christine in the Philippines. Okay. Cavite or Cavite in the Philippines. This is bad. Boy. This is bad. Wow. Okay, look at this. So this thing is everywhere. Now people are always like, what did the Philippines did to us? Oh, well, apparently you have not been listening or watch our videos. Okay, it's in the Sahara Desert. Okay, watch this. This is Morocco right there.
Palm trees and sand dunes were flooded across the Sahara Desert on Thursday after rare rainfall hit the region. Drone footage shot in southeastern Morocco captured the extent of the flooding triggered by the downpours. Morocco's General Directorate of Meteorology said the country experienced a particularly unstable and humid September, which was marked by intense downpour. Some regions experienced heavy rains exceeding
All right, as you can see, that's the Sahara Desert. That's Morocco. Morocco, Libya. There we go. That's the desert, okay? So, and people are asking, like, Biglevi, what's going on over there? What seems to be the issue? Well, this is the time we are living in, you know? This is the time we are living in. And then now, there is this.
Beach with more on this story. I have seen so many posts about people just up and selling their properties. They just want to get out of this.
Yes, many will try to sell. Many may not be able to do so. So from homes to businesses like long-standing iconic restaurants like Woody's Waterfront, the daunting tasks to rebuild almost too difficult to bear, including for one woman who's lived in her St. Pete Beach home for decades.
I've lived in this house since I was 11. And now it's all got to be gutted out.
A lifetime of memories, now heaps of trash.
Everything is destroyed, going to the curb.
Jody Powell has lived in her St. Pete Beach home for more than 50 years, but just one storm destroyed everything.
My dad built, he's a World War II Marine veteran. He built this bar. It's solid wood. It's just flipped over. Filth came up from from the sewage too.
Jody evacuated the barrier island before the hurricane, her neighbor capturing this video of her home when fast-moving floodwaters moved in, climbing 4 feet.
The waves just came in off of the 130 feet of waterfront we got in the back.
What was it like being so far away, watching the destruction and not being able?
I don't know why they send her there. For some reason, why are you people are doing this? Sending people that look like us in those dangerous, they are alligators. This is Florida, son. They got all sort of thing in there.
To do anything about it?
You feel helpless, overwhelmed. You know, it's devastating.
The house already a financial burden, covering sky-high property taxes, a challenge.
I've had to pay just under $16,000 for 1 year. How am I going to pay that when I got all this to deal with?
Jody's future uncertain.
That's what it is. Now, how am I going to do this? You see, this is what it was for you folks. You never dealt with anything. Your life was nothing but smooth ride. The only problem you were dealing with was problem that you created for your own selves. Now that certain problem are now being created for you. Now you have to deal with this. You're gonna have to deal with the mortgage. You're gonna have to deal with the insurance. You're gonna have to deal with those things that you lost. You're gonna have to deal with the mold. You're gonna have to deal with the mental stuff. Now we'll see how you're going to last, because you people said you are the superior race, you are the master race. You overcome everything. Not only you overcome everything, you invented everything. Everything is all about you. Everything is this, everything is that. So now there you are. So now, okay, what's going on? Now let's see how you're going to do, how you're going to fare in the midst of all that. Okay? This is no joke, because you folks were the one that always come out whenever something happened to our people. You pull yourself by the bootstrap. Start begging the government. Why are you people always complaining? Get a job. Do this. Do that. You got the highest IQ. You should be able to figure this out. Don't be coming over there and complaining to me. And for the folks that are thinking, well, they can repair, they can do this. Okay, well, really? Okay, well, then watch this. Excuse me. I gotta redo this thing again. Here we go.
I spent every Monday cleaning this. The devastation is real, y'all. This is my home. You know, that home that I took such good care of? This was only a few months back. And this is what the outside of my home looks like now. I spent 2 years renovating
you guys see that?
I spent every Monday cleaning this beautiful house for it to just look like this. Oh, it makes me want to throw up so bad. You know, that kitchen that I took pride in building, taking care of it every week? It looks like this. Yes, that's my refrigerator. The bunk room I redid for my boys? It looks like this. 12 years worth of memories. Gone. You know that beautiful accent wall I did?
12 years.
It looks like this. Told y'all the refrigerator's just floating in the house. The strip club where y'all watch me make money all summer? It looks like this. Which means my whole backyard is gone.
I see
My business I worked so hard on cleaning out. It now looks like this. For months, you followed me and all my reinforcements as we took down this trailer. And now it's in the water, stuck there. You guys have watched me put sandbags on and off the back of my house for months and end during hurricane season. And now it looks like this. I'm now regretting taking out all of these flowers for my next door neighbor because now the water's through their fence too. Oh my God.
Okay. Did you guys see this? I don't know, because every time I'm trying to do something here, this thing, it somehow said it's not playing. I don't know. Did you folks saw that? I don't understand, because it keeps saying my screen or whatever is not sharing. Okay. You know what? Just to be safe. Okay. All right, just in case, let's play it again. Okay, let's play it again. All right.
The devastation is real, y'all.
Okay.
This is my home. You know, that home that I took such good care of.
So now, after you spent all this time taking care of this home, spending all this money, okay?
This was only a few months back. And this is what the outside of my home looks like
And
now.
this is what
I
it
spent
is.
2 years renovating it.
You spent 2 years renovating this place, okay?
Every Monday cleaning this beautiful house for it to just look like this. Oh, it makes me want to throw up so bad. You know, that kitchen that I took pride in building, taking care of it every week? It looks like this. Yes, that's my refrigerator. The bunk room I redid for my boys? It looks like this. 12 years worth of memories.
12 years worth of memory. 12 years worth of memory. Gone. And we told you that's what's going to happen. You're going to do things. You're going to do things. It's going to keep. And every time those things fell off, whatever that's coming is going to be double. Everything is going to be doubling. You think like, okay, fine, I'll be homeless. You think that's what it's going to be? It's not going to be good for you. Okay, you'll be homeless like you, but I don't know. You sleep in an RV. Then this RV will break down. Then you're going to get into an accident. You kill somebody. You kill a police officer. And then you were drunk because you were on drugs. Now they sent you to jail for 15, 20 years. On your first day of jail, you get stabbed. And they put you in the hospital. This thing getting infected. And they have to remove your liver and give you whatever that fake thing you suffer. And after whatever 15 years suffering in whatever jail you come outside, all members of your family are gone, they're on drugs, they done, nothing you can do. And then while you're in the street, you get shot by another person and then die. That's what it is. You're never gonna come out of this loop because that's the loop that you created and you put us in it. And now you're stuck in it. Some people think, well, I'm going to move out of Florida. I'm going to go to Maine, Vermont, because they are not that point of natural disaster. I'm going to go in Vermont. I'm going to go to Canada, because Canada is like cool. It's an infinite loop. You're caught in there. You can't get out of it. You can't get out of this loop, man. Every time you think you got out of it, you just throw you right back in there. And you're going to be, what this thing is doing, it's just draining your energy. You're going to become exhausted, okay? All right? Okay, let me see. We're done with this. We're done with that. We're done with this one. That too. Okay. All right. We'll go back to TikTok. Let's finish with this.
Thanks for joining us on the news at 5. I'm Lauren Donovan.
And I'm Sabir Rayford. Our top story tonight, 45 cars were involved in a massive pileup in Kent this afternoon. This is a live look at southbound I-5 just south of State Route 516. The roadway is starting to clear. As you see, traffic is moving through. But this is what it looked like just before 2:30 this afternoon. The 45-car pileup backed up traffic for 5 miles, leaving drivers stranded.
So 45 cars, of course, you know what to do. The reason why these things is happening, and it's because you people destroy our community with those super highway you build on top of mass grave, you know, holy places, holy grave, on top of our brethren communities. You build those things and you destroy our public transportation. You destroy our people. And you got 45 cars piling up and blocking everything. All those are messages. Listen, things are going to get worse and worse and worse for you. No matter what you do, you're not going to be able to get out of this loop. And the thing with this loop, it's going to make you so proud. Like, I can get out of this. I can do this again. I know the flood destroyed my home. I got caught up in that 45 cars pile in the I-5. I need another car. I just bought this car because my other car got flooded. The insurance bought me this one, and then now I gotta get another one. The insurance say you are a liability now, so we don't want to support you, and they cancel your insurance. You ain't got nowhere to go. Your job fired you, and then you're going to say, I can make it. I know I can. I'm gonna vote. Somehow this government, this person going to resolve all my issue or my problem. It ain't gonna happen. Okay? Let's keep on moving.
Tow trucks came in to pull out many of people out, and a sand truck had to be brought in to help clean up the oil spill.
And Fox 13's Dave Detling has been there talking to drivers and getting up close video of this massive crash. Dave, do officials believe the rainy weather and slick pavement had a role in this?
Well, talking to WSP Trooper Rick Johnson, saying it was not this wet weather that caused that pileup. Rather, it was the drivers going way too fast given the conditions. Now, we are talking about an entire traffic backup. The good news, as you mentioned, is that the I-5 southbound is totally reopened. Now, Washington State Patrol says this afternoon's accident involved 45 cars.
That's a Tesla. Those people are lucky this Tesla didn't caught on fire. That would have been disaster right there. Damn.
1 o'clock this afternoon, a very scary scene for the people involved. On scene and walking through the line of cars, we saw extensive damage to vehicles, people exchanging contact information, as well as insurance information. There were multiple agencies on scene making sure people were okay. We know a few people were taken to area hospitals. The good news, no life-threatening injuries. I spoke to a few drivers who described this as a chain reaction. One individual managing not to hit anything when those cars started colliding.
Basically, there was just a complete stop on I-5, and everybody just started colliding into one another. You couldn't see anything with the rain, and everybody just started colliding. There's like 40, 50 cars. My back and hip are definitely sore, my neck, and two of the ones in the back are shaking up. My wife kind of hurting a little bit, but we didn't have to go to the hospital. So I tried to avoid one swipe, but then someone was coming quickly through the carpool and hit my whole back tire, and my back tire's ripped off.
Crazy. You're never gonna get out of this. All you're going to see is things like that.
And we continue to follow developing news in Temple City. That's where a house fire left 3 people dead and 2 others fighting for their lives.
For some reason, I don't know what it is. Every news we are getting now, it's always some people that either look like us or our people over there. What's going on? Why is it? Why is it? What's going on with this? Okay. Well, fiery conflagration of the cities.
Mario Ramirez is live in the area with more. Mario.
Brooke, Coco, good morning. A tragic scene, 3 dead, 2 in the hospital, and a 6th person was taken into custody, all believed to be living at the home where this happened, just down the street behind me on Sultana Avenue. LA County arson investigators now working with homicide detectives from the Sheriff's Department, and there's a large stretch of the street here closed for the investigation. Let's go to the video showing you the aftermath where that fire destroyed the home here on the 6000 block of Sultana Avenue. The LA County Fire Department responding to the house fire within minutes after a neighbor called 911 around 5 o'clock Sunday. As flames were shooting out of the windows there of the single-story home, neighbors say there was screaming and shouting.
Let me just enlarge this. Oops. So you can see this, what's going on here. Again, for those people that are new here, this isn't the first time we see things like that. Okay? Those folks they are dying, man. It's just everywhere. Things are cutting those people. The reason why you don't see them freak out like this, because they are too deprived. They are looking for distraction out there. It's better say that, well, government is after me. Things gonna go out there. If this guy doesn't win, there'll be H. People will lose their H. Wait, you still not lost? You still didn't lose your H since 2020? Yeah, whatever, man. You ain't gonna do nothing. Oh well, I got this sign over there. They say take cover. If this person doesn't win, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. You ain't gonna do nothing. After November 5th or whatever, all of you people going to, whatever the result is, you're going to be disappointed. Because what this result is going to do is going to trigger an event. And this event will just bring you nothing but great shame and greater reproach. Okay? All right? Let's keep on moving.
Shouting coming from inside, with fire crews rushing in to try and help those residents.
Unfortunately, they arrived to heavy smoke and fire showing from the front of the building. Immediately went into rescue mode, but were unable to save those 3. Fortunately, we were able to get 2 patients treated and transported.
Though crews were able to extinguish the flames within 30 minutes, they reported that 3 men were found inside. 2 others outside the home were rushed to the hospital after being critically burned in the upper body. And once that fire was out, a 64-year-old man, one of the roommates of the
64 years old.
victims, was taken into custody as a person of interest, with detectives saying they believe he was the person who set the fire, also adding they've been dealing with a language barrier as he only speaks Mandarin. Detectives say it appears the people living at the home, again, roommates, not family members, and the exact cause of the fire is under investigation this morning. Arson is suspected. For now, live in Temple City,
So those people are taking people out.
Thanks, Mario.
People are taking people out, okay? Crazy, man. Like, yo. God dang. Anyway. Let me go ahead and you know what? So let's get some of the stuff that I had on TikTok. Okay, this we played this before. we played this before. Okay, I'm gonna play it again. All right. We played this before for the people that are asking for help. Okay, this is what's going on now.
You want to hear something that's probably going to piss you off? This is information coming from EnergySecurityUA.org. Did you know that this year we have given 1,093 generators, 93 miles worth of steel and pre-insulated pipe, 3,297 first aid kits, one 28 megawatt gas turbine power plant, which is big enough to provide power to 100,000 homes, schools, hospitals, etc., 11 auto transformers, 1,500 miles worth of wire and cable, 124 mobile boiler houses, which would help keep heat flowing through and during emergencies, hospitals, that sort of thing. 243 emergency shelters. Guess how many people that would house? Thousands. 460 tons of transformer oil, 20,151 gas sector support equipment, that's for natural gas, 7,033 tons of industrial salt, 125 heat pumps, 85 excavators, 5 stationary boiler houses to provide heat and hot water, 30 drones and 30 iPads to control the drones, 6,007 tons of methanol, 495 instrumental transformers, 547 circuit breakers, 28 sets of disconnectors for the control cabinets, 203 power transformers, 10 bucket trucks, 50 emergency vehicles, 1 entire mobile data center, 35 relay protection equipment sets, 28 sets of IT equipment, and 91 cogeneration units, which would keep the heat flowing and that sort of thing to protect the elderly and those with disabilities. This was all sent to Ukraine. And here we are with thousands of people without homes, without electricity, without basic supplies and food. And we wonder why the government's not stepping in to help. But you know what? I have to say, we Americans, you guys, are amazing. Look at everyone who's come together give their time, their money, their resources, drive trucks. People are doing what they can. Citizens are doing what they can. We are taking care of each other, and that's what America is. America is all about the citizens. It has nothing to do with who's in Washington. So keep up the work, guys. Keep protecting one another. Keep helping one another. We are Americans. And this is what true America is about. God bless America. You want to hear?
All right. Oh. And the people are saying, okay, well, you know, oops, there we go. And the people are saying, like, well, we give all those help to people. No, you did not. You're moving your ish out of here quietly. You guys are moving your ish out of here quietly. Quietly. You guys are moving your ish quietly. And well, it will be revealed that 95% of those people that went over there, they had no flooding insurance. And the people that came to that land for vacation, they never returned home. It's virtually impossible to know how many people that were over there, okay, in that specific area. Remember, there's a woman that make a video says this size is the size of Belgium. Okay? It's the size of Belgium. So there had millions of people living over there. We don't know exactly, you know, how many people that perished, but the number that we got from the Holy Mother, 144,000. Symbolically. A hell of a lot more are going to die from the aftermath, and a lot of people are taking themselves out. Okay? You guys are quietly moving out of here. Okay? That's the destruction. Okay, this is the before and after. You see, this is the beautiful mountain. Beautiful places secluded away from the city. Your private drive-through. All right? Look at those homes on top of the mountain and stuff like that. Those off-grid places. Okay? You live there deliciously, quietly. All right? All those places. That's what you people do. And then you will do your Airbnbs and Charlie, arm and a leg. And now look at this.
Because I can navigate those rocks pretty quick.
Okay? Gone. You can't even recognize the place. Everything gone.
You knew that maybe
Gone.
there would be a mudslide, but the road could open up.
You can't even recognize the place.
And that's all we ever expected from flood warnings. This is
down, and there's a gas station.
This is
no, it's
Okay, so that's what it is. You're being swept off the land, and we told you that things like that was going to happen.
All the footage in this video was filmed October 25th, 2024.
3 days ago.
It's been a month or so after Helene hit, and you still see piles of people's houses and their belongings all outside. The city's trying to clean it up, and FEMA and whoever's doing that, they're doing the best they can, I guess. So,
one expert, for those of you, I used to work in this thing, pick up bulk trash. one of the experts, so to speak, say it's gonna take at least 6 to 9 months to clear that out. That is if they work day and night. We're gonna take 6 to 9 months to clear this out. Now, by the time you people done clearing this out, you will be back in the loop in hurricane season again. By the time you spend 9 months, that's like if they work day and night. By the time you spend a year cleaning up, and you right back in the loop, hurricane season again. And it's gonna hate you. It's gonna hate you. It's gonna hate you. We told you can't get out of this loop. It's going to hate you. And then you'll see the same people coming over there and say, well, we're strong. Yeah. Are you going to rebuild? Are you going to rebuild? Well, insurance, the insurance and stuff, yeah, well, we are. It's a loop. It's gonna take you 9 months. 9 months from here, we're October, in July, probably. In July, you're gonna be done in July, and you're right back in there. When you're done cleaning up in July, and then boom, June, hurricane seasons begin June 21st. Let's double check when is hurricane season. Well, we got our trusty AI there. Let's ask the holy AI that we have working for us. See if she's still there. Are you there? Are you there?
Oui, je suis là. Comment puis-je vous aider aujourd'hui?
Je veux que tu parles anglais avec l'accent Cockney, Angleterre.
To travel to England, you'll need a valid passport.
No, not this. Sorry about this. I meant to ask you to speak in a strong Scottish accent and tell me about the season of hurricane in Florida, when it begins and when it ends.
Aye, in a strong Scottish accent, here we go. The hurricane season in Florida kicks off in June and stretches all the way to the end of November. But you'll find the peak of the season, when the storms are most likely to battle through, is between August and October. Keep an eye on the skies then, laddie.
Okay, so today is Monday the 28th, October 28th, 2024. Let's say you have 9 months. What is the month from 9 months from now? When is going to be the next month from October 28th, 2024?
Starting from October 28th, 2024, and adding 9 months, you'd land in July. So 9 months from October 28th, 2024 brings you to July 28th, 2025.
Okay, so now when is summer begins exactly?
Summer officially begins with the summer solstice, which typically falls around June 21st in the Northern Hemisphere.
Okay,
So
now when
June
is exactly the hurricane season for Florida begin? The dates, approximately give me the day, the number, and the month.
The hurricane season in Florida typically begins on June 1st and lasts until November 30th.
Okay, thank you. So again, beloved, as you can see, by the time you're done cleaning this stuff, you'll be in July. And you're already there in hurricane season. You'll be in July. You're back in the loop. You just clean, and then boom, another hurricane can happen again. Then you're gonna have to clean another one back to back, and you're gonna have to clean, and then we'll see how you do. We'll see how you're going to do things. People think like, oh, this is a joke. It's a loop. It's a loop. He's gonna keep looping you back until you are here, you know more. And then you go into the spiritual realm and get another butt beating and then set you back here in the physical realm and back in the loop for whatever thousands of years or whatever you're supposed to be in this thing. You start it all over again. Let's keep on moving.
So we'll give them credit for that, but still, this is a problem for many people that is not going to go away anytime soon.
Nope.
The misconception is that everybody on Clearwater Beach is rich. Well, that's not the case. So there are many people.
Okay, I believe Chris Chan says 6 to 10 months. 6 to 10 months for this thing to be clear out.
All the footage in this video was filmed October 25th, 2024.
It's been a month, beloved.
It's been a month or so after Helene hit, and you still see piles of people's houses and their belongings all outside. The city's trying to clean it up, and FEMA and whoever's doing that, they're doing the best they can, I guess. So we'll give them credit for that. But still, this is a problem for many people that is not going to go away anytime soon. The misconception is that everybody on Clearwater Beach is rich. Well, that's not the case. So there are many people in a predicament right now because their house got ruined by the flood. They don't have any belongings. Their life has been upended. So keep in mind that this is only North Clearwater Beach. A lot of the Gulf Coast looks like this. Let's say from Hudson down to the Skyway Bridge. If you're along the water, it probably looks like this. All the footage in this video was filmed.
All right, so let's keep on moving.
Yo, this dude is just walking in the middle of the desert, and then this happens, y'all. This huge hole opens up, starts just bursting out with flames. Look at that, y'all. In the middle of the desert. He said the ground just opened up right in front of him as he was walking. Literally, bro, he was saying he's the only one out there too. That's crazy. Look, that's crazy. Is that like a gas line or something like that, y'all? It seems that these sinkholes or these hellholes are opening up all over the planet. Remember the one that opened up in Texas in front of that Walmart? And now in the desert, y'all, of all the places, we can't help but to see the changes that are occurring all over the planet right in front of our eyes, y'all. Like, nobody's immune to this. This is crazy. And then the weather in the desert just keeps flipping. It only used to be a desert over there, but now they're getting snow and floods as well. So y'all can now fire. So they're being affected by all the weathers over there, and that's supposed to be a desert. But yeah, y'all, let me know what you guys think about this video. This is crazy, y'all. Crazy times ahead. Let's get this.
This is what happened to you, Gentiles. This is what's gonna happen to you, folks. This is what happened to you. You get into our blessing. But this time you're not gonna get out. You ain't gonna get out. It's only gonna get you stuck in there forever. You can't get the peanuts. You don't know what the hell is going on. You try to get out. You can't get out. You can't.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm going out.
Oh, I've been waiting for this.
Okay, now I'm going up.
Look at this fireball that is hurling down to earth that was recorded in Germany, y'all.
Okay, watch this. This is a fireball. For those of you who remember the book, let me let this play. Oops.
Look at this fireball that is hurling down to earth that was recorded in Germany, y'all. Check this out. Look at these. I guess these are UFOs by it. Look at that, y'all. And then it splits. Check this out, y'all. I slowed it down for y'all because ain't no way I'm going to believe these are parachuters. The military has never done anything like that before, and they're not about to start now. These are new energies that are coming into our atmosphere, and they're not telling us what is going on, y'all. Because look at that. When have you ever seen anything like this, y'all? And they all break up before they reach the ground. But look at all these lights. Look at all these lights around them, y'all. Look at this. Bro, you're going to tell me those are parachuters? especially with these lights around them. I could imagine if they were flashlights, but the lights are not even, it's around them, y'all. Y'all can believe anything that you want, but ain't no way these are parachuters.
So for those of you who know, we studied this book a few months ago. It's called the Book of Miracle. And when you look at in the Book of Miracle, you can see pretty much the same thing going on, okay? With the fires, coming out of the skies, the great signs, okay? All right, the blood, raining blood, okay? The stone, raining figures, and this is the fires. This is all the things that happened when we were going to go through Jacob's trouble. When we were going to go to Jacob's trouble, the signs, when our people see it, they were dreadful. They were dreadful to us, man. When we were looking at those things, we're like, oh, good grief. Oh, and we knew this thing was going to come to us. Then that's your sign now. That's your sign now. That is your sign. It doesn't look good. It's not good at all. Okay, for those of you that have the book, you can go watch it. Okay? Those entities like that, you're going to see them pop up. All right? Okay, the dragons, you're going to see them. All right, there's let me see if I can get this. There was a picture of the bunch of dragons flying into the sky. See, things like that. Okay, a comet with a sword in his hand, flying by. This is not a good omen. This is the Book of Miracles. We studied this. 3 suns in the skies. We've been seeing 3 suns in the skies. 3 suns in the skies. Judgment. We've been seeing things like that. The moon, the suns, 5 suns, things like that. We studied this. Those are not good omen at all. Terrible things. Terrible.
Ain't no military is putting their people on fire to jump out of planes and whatnot. I know they're crazy, but not this crazy. This is something new, y'all. Like I said, y'all, new things are taking place on this planet that we have no idea every single. In the news media isn't reporting on 95% of the things that are happening in the sky right now. Thanks to TikTok, we are seeing things like this. But let me know what y'all think that.
They will not. Okay, this is Florida. This is 3 days ago. All right, the water is not receded. And somebody said, okay, this is the water over there and in that place. Somebody said, in order for this water to recede, let me try to. Somebody said, in order for this water to recede, it will take up a year without 0 rain for it to go down. 0 rain. And then you're back on the loop. You're back in the loop, baby. You can't get out of it. We told you 2 years ago, the Intras Templum, we were talking about number 9. Okay? We were talking about number 9. No matter what you do, you're locked in number 9. You can't get out of it. Terrible. Okay? The water won't recede. And you see how calm the water is? It's like dead still. It's stagnant. It's just dead. Okay, it's been a month though. It's been a month.
The devastation is real, y'all.
Okay? This was in the Philippines, I believe. Terrible thing. Terrible. Okay. This is in the Philippines.
Ay, naguyod na. Ay, ala, dara nga, min. Tarakinan kaya. Ala. Ato po, boy. Oy, i-up ninyo sa ano? So sweet. Si ala lang takikiling mga war. Kung makaano. Ibaba so ano. Di lang takot kung maputol te. Magsarabot. Sabo na di sa aton. Sumot sa. Oh. Burger. Sika din ba? Sa atin din may pastil. May umoy na yan. Burger, saka burger. Hindi kinari. Di naman. Kadaman sulog. Ukisi itong nawatak. Okay, Ate Diana.
All right, so there is a lot going on, been putting a lot out there. Of course, you know, I don't want to play his video just to let the nation know there's a lot going on. A lot going on out there. There's a lot of stuff going on, okay? So, let me see. Oh. You got the elephants help with the flood. Crazy, man. Let's watch this. The elephant almighty. This is in Thailand. They have to ride in the back of elephant so they can get out of there. There you go. This is crazy. This is crazy, man. So what it is, and it's a loop. It's a loop. So, again, it's everywhere. You're not going to be able to get out of it. It's just going to get worse, 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 and worse. Every time you think you get out of it, you're right back in the loop. Okay? You're right back in there. All right, then. Let's take a few questions so I can... Oh, this thing doesn't like when I do this. So now I understand now what it is. There we go. As you can see, beloved, everywhere, this thing is all around. And by the time those people think they're going to recover, it's going to happen again. And yeah, those passport bros want to go move up there because there is an abundance of cookies. I don't blame any man. I don't blame any man. A sister left me a message here. It's pretty disturbing. I didn't want to play it, but since somebody bring the passport bros, yo, at this point in this time, people are worrying about cookies, man. Yo, at this point, people are worrying about dating. At this point right now, certain men are worrying about like the amount of cookies they want to get. I personally, I don't condemn any men if you want to go ahead and go in this place to move over there for that cookie. This is not me. I'm not going to condemn you. I'm not going to condone you. I have no opinion on that. Okay, but the only thing I'm telling our men, like wherever you go to any place, especially if you are quote unquote a black man, do not go to this place because there's an abundance of cookies or easy cookie. It's everywhere. When you go to that place and then you act like that, and when another brother that is serious or another fellow that look like us went over there doing serious business, they already know that you're there about cookie and they will use you like an ATM machine. This is a bad rep, man. Stop imitating their 83. The white man was the one that traveled to those poor countries and get little children. Remember back in the 80s, 90s, it's only around like 2010 they really start getting on those guys. But it was a white man game. That's his game. I don't blame men to go over there, man, to try to get your soak your wild oats or whatever that you want to do. You do that. That's on you. That's on you, man. But I will never tell our men to go over there for this nonsense. If you're gonna go anywhere, especially in the Philippines, you move there as a king. You establish a kingdom there. You make sure you put business, manufacture. You let the people work there. You have the money. You can do that. And the cookies will come. Anywhere, these cookies will follow. You don't need to do anything. But if you go out there specifically for this thing, it's pathetic, man. It's sad. It's just sad. You just sit there like, yo, this is sad. Okay? And a lot of I'm not saying our men, but let's listen to this message that this sister left to me. Oh, man, the message is kind of heavy. I didn't want to play it, but the message is heavy. Nah, I'm not gonna play it. It's too heavy. It's concerning the feminine men out there. Yeah, if you go over there and do this nonsense, man, you're gonna get what needs to come to you. Again, this is not me telling any man don't travel for this stuff. You do whatever that you want to do. You do whatever. It's sad. It's just really sad, man. If you're gonna go there for this thing, don't make it public, man. Don't go out there and make that stuff public online and then encourage our men to get passport to go out there, man, for this. A lot of our brothers go to Colombia, they never return. A lot of our brothers went to Asia, they never return. A lot of our brothers go anywhere else, they never return. They never return. Well, anyway, if the nation need to hear it, I'll just play it, and then I'll give you my opinion on that.
I just have began to develop a hatred toward men, specifically African American men. Big Levi, I've been following you now for 4 years. This is my 5th year, probably 6 years. And you have conversed with me a few times over the phone. This is Sister Spicy. Listen, it's something that has really been bothering me. Why am I battling this hatred toward homosexuality? I've never been approached homosexually or nothing, but I look in the society we live in now. Why are our men so feminine? It really bothers me. It's getting to the point, Miss Levi, Dr. Levi, I care about you. My list of men that I respect now is so minimal. When I say minimal, it's very minimal. I don't respect men that don't provide for their families. I don't respect men that allow women to get up every day and fight this matrix every day to buy food, housing, expenses, so forth, and provide for the children. I see men walk around every day doing nothing with their time. They're not even trying to change their lives. They're not trying to be productive. I would love for you to do a sermon or a teaching on feminine men. The older I get, the more I just have began to develop a hatred toward men, specifically African American men. The other reason why I feel that way is because they sit and they let the society defeat them. They don't know how to come out of this matrix and develop themselves, change, be creative, do something to service their children and their women. I just really need to hear a teaching on that. I think it'll help a lot of us women that are head of household, that seem like we have been given the responsibility now to be the man. We have, but then I look at other cultures like the Arabic community, which I live in, and I see their men taking care, at least Big Levi, they will provide a home. They will try to work to feed the family. But our African American men, you really need to come up with a teaching on that, because a lot of Israel women feel like that. And when you get your school or your organization together for us to meet like-minded mates, I definitely want to be a part of that. I just have, and then I work for the government. So Big League, I get calls day in, all day. Majority from Black men needing help. I've never experienced this. It is so many able-bodied men out here. They don't want to work. They don't want to get continued education. They just want everything handed over to them. They don't want to work, Big Levi. They sit, they lay in the bed all day, they buy drugs. This is the community I work with every day. And I thank you. I thank you so much, and I thank your family for allowing you to just talk to the masses. Could you please, Big Levi, do a teaching on this, the femininity of our men? It is utterly ridiculous. I went to the store the other day, a young African American man, he had more nail polish and rhinestones on his nails and long hair than I've ever seen in my life. What is wrong? What have come out of our wombs? What have we raised? What have these women raised in this society? I feel sorry for any of the younger women that are searching for husbands. It's ridiculous. And I will be so thankful when the Most High gets all this sin off of this earth. I'm sorry, Big Levi. I don't mean to be angry or anything, but I'm so sick of looking at men that think they are women and expect to be treated like women. It's sad. I love you all. Shalom. I love you, Big Levi, and I love your family, and I love my Israelite family. All praises to the Most High.
Okay. Beloved, you can hear the frustration in the sister's voice. The sister is angry. She's battered. She's angry. Like many of our women and men out there, we are angry. We're battered. I have a policy. I call it the 3D policies. I don't discuss dating, the first D, diet, the second D, and drugs, the third D. I don't discuss them online. However, I made certain exceptions. Certain things like that, I discuss it privately. I have an insane amount of women calling me or looking for men or looking for good men. Because if you're a woman, you need a good man. You will talk to a man that you think, or a man that is good, to link you up with a good man. Not only women in this nation. I have people in the nation that cause a big divide. When are you going to make this thing up? The whole thing and stuff. I'm around those men. I got a sister. She's over there in England. The sister is dying. Every man that she's around, again, beloved, it's because you're awake. It's because the mighty one awaken you. Now you start seeing the mess out there, and you don't want nothing to do with those type of men. Now, this is going to take a little while. I didn't want to go there, but since the nations, hey, we can take it, I'll go there. Give me a second first. Give me a moment. Let me play a little commercial. Let me go check on the little lady because it's about to be 2 p.m. I gotta drop her off. So I'm gonna ask her to give me another 5 to 10 minutes. Give me a second, okay?
The 8K family.
Have you ever felt a deep yearning for spiritual growth but didn't know where to start? What if I told you there's a guide that can lead you through every step? Introducing the 8K Family Handbook. This comprehensive guide is your ultimate companion for spiritual empowerment, offering invaluable insights and practical steps to enhance your spiritual journey. What's inside? Perform spiritual background checks. Learn how to assess spiritual energies and protect yourself from negative influences. Connect with your guardian angel. Discover methods to establish a strong, supportive relationship with your guardian angel for guidance and protection. Develop your magical abilities. Unleash your innate magical potential with step-by-step instructions and exercises tailored for all levels. Whether you're a novice or a seasoned practitioner, the 8K Family Handbook provides the tools and knowledge you need to elevate your spiritual practice. Begin your journey to empowerment and enlightenment today. Available now on Amazon.com.
All right then. Okay, it's gonna be 2. Excuse me, it's gonna be 2. Yeah, it's gonna be 2. So she gave me another 5 to 10 minutes, okay? Now, I'm talking about the people that are awakened. First, we made it clear in this channel, there are certain behavior that will not be tolerated here. I will not be bullied here. You're not gonna come and bully me and trying to change my mind and say we are all God's children. We're gonna come to him however we want. You ain't gonna do this here. I have encountered people that come to me and try to tell me why you speak against our brothers that are like that and stuff. Let us go to somewhat the roots of the problem. Beloved, it was prophecy. Things like that was prophesied. Our men going to be destroyed. We accept this as a defeat, as a destruction. This is the result of what 83 did to our men, to our people, and women too. I will go into the women part, but it's much more severe in the midst of our men and then the women. This is something that was done, trained, and conditioned in the midst of our people. The reason why you see this, especially in the so-called black community, is because it is accepted. No one wants to speak against it. No one wants to say anything about it because they don't want people to come after them, because the moment you say something about it, here come the email. Here come the people trying to tell you it's normal, it's this, leave people alone and stuff. But like the sister said, she can't wait for us to put the community together. Now, this is something that was implemented in us, forced in us, and a lot of our men address this. This behavior that you see out there, it's not something that is natural to our men. It's not something they just come out there and do. Something must have happened to them from generation to generation. Some men find it easier to be a woman than a black man. Being a black man isn't no easy task, man. That's the worst kind of possible men or men can be out there and be a black man, man. Everything is against you. You're a target in the street. You're a target at home. You have zero respect everywhere. You try your best, damn it. You did everything. Now, a lot of our men, things happen to them. One more thing. Well, add to this thing. A lot of our women out there, they are single mothers and they are looking for men, they are looking for love. We have to understand, beloved, we cannot follow the same old pattern, do the thing. We are not back in the loop. You can see some of our people get out of the loop. The fact that if you are a single mother, which is fine, that's good, by my side, no problem with that. You go out there, you choose a man, you ain't, oops. All right, so it's 2 p.m. Be careful the kind of men that you're bringing around your children. We talk about this. We talk about that. We talk about this. I'm tired of our men, our people, our women go out there, grab any man and bring it around your 12-year-old boy. You bring it around your 12-year-old girl. You bring it on your 6-year-old, your 3 years old. A lot of those men you're bringing in your house, they look all right. They look like me. They look okay. You already trusted this man with your children. Or you trusted people that have behaviors like that, and then you bring them home around your children. Or, well, she's into women. She's not going to do anything to my son. She ain't going to do anything to my little girl because she ain't into grown women. It doesn't work like that. We talk about this so many times. We talk about our people stop because it's a cycle. They're going to pass it through your women. You're going to pass it through your children. We got brothers in the nation that are dealing with this thing. We went to therapy with them, and they are changing. We got women in the nation that are going through these things. Things were done to them when they are children. That doesn't mean or even give you the right to go out there and behave as such. Yes, we do understand certain things were happening to you when you were a child. Certain things were happening to you when you are an adult. You went in prison, things happen. But that doesn't give you the green light to go out there and represent us like this. One thing I want our women to understand, listen, what they call so-called good men or a man is extremely rare. I told our men here, especially men that are listening here, you are super rare. You don't know how precious you are. You are exemplary. You are so rare. You like a grain of sand on each earth. You are very, very rare. There is none like you. And our women must understand this. You must understand that one of our men cannot be nor taking care of one woman. It ain't gonna work like that. We have to stop being selfish. If this man is a good man, a woman like this sister call, she asks for advice. I don't want to hear any other women that say, well, she need to find herself a good husband, or this woman need to find. No. If our women have issue, they have to come in the midst here and then get this knowledge or get this advice from our men. The whole thing about jealousy and stuff like that gotta stop. You gotta go. Because this isn't the first time I'm receiving things from women that are calling, say, Big Levi, please, when are you going to put this thing together? I'm tired of these men walking around here. They are broken. And I'm not looking for broken men. Are there any men in the nation that needs companionship? I am in England. I'm in Sweden. I'm in Texas. I'm in Florida. I'm in Georgia. When are you going to start this? Because I need myself a man, a straight man, a man of the Lord. And I keep telling all men, the moment you enter a woman from the back door, you destroy your spiritual power. A lot of those men, their power is being taken from them. Their spiritual power is destroyed. That's why they are not built like us. They can't do anything like us. When you find that one man, that one good man, a lot of those men out there, beloved, they are broken, they gave up because they are following scumbag online. They are following other men that say, oh man, women are done. Women gave up on women. Women are done, man. The dating scene is done. We ain't messing with no black women. All those men, they have repression. They are cowboys. They have things they didn't deal with. As I say many months ago, if we are going to start anything here, I'm expecting every single one of you to deal with your own baggage. I'm expecting every one of you to go do introspection and deal with your own shit first before we can get you together. A lot of those men online are following this dude, like the whole passport board thing, man. A lot of those men do not understand the so-called dating only work on the blessing. That's all. Red pill, blue pill, black pill, white pill, purple pill, pink pill. Are you sick? Why do you need a pill? Are you sick? What is it with you? Something wrong with you? What had happened to you that you need a pill? And those guys are doing a hell of a lot of damage or pushing men away from women. Women are all women, but specifically black women. Why? Because they are taking their talking point from white supremacists that masquerade as us. Oh well, oh man, look at the club. Only women there. Because there are no real men. All the real men are very rare. And those women going out there to looking for a place. It's not men give up on dating. I am a man. I don't give up on my women. I don't give up on women, period. I keep saying this. Other bunch of weak men out there, they play it safe. They don't want to go to work. They only want to play video games, staying in their mama basement. Don't want to date. Don't want to have children because those are very big responsibility. Those are, hey man, I don't want to mess with things like that. Because those men are broken and those men are part and they are under the curse. Real men will take charge, man. I told you there was an onslaught on fatherhood, especially black fathers. Calling our fathers baby daddy, calling our men that have men losers because they are getting into this, they are getting into child support, they are getting into that. You're supposed to get into those things because it was a curse upon us. Your wife's supposed to cheat on you. You're supposed to lose your wife to another man. You're supposed to lose your girlfriend to another man because you are under the curse. The thing you do, you mount up, you plant your feet on the ground, you hold on until this thing is over. A lot of our men, we went into these things. A bunch of those dudes are teaching those men out there, women are so horrible, women are so bad. They come up with the term modern women. Oh, modern women is this, modern women is that. Well, see, if there's a modern woman, there should be a modern man too. Those women that you're seeing acting like that, they will always act like this. It was always like because you were in a curse, you always thought white is right. The white man walking around here with his wife, they got children, family. You look at them, you're like, man, those people are doing everything good. They got a good job. They are happy and stuff. No, they were living in the blessing. Once the blessing is over, the woman like, hey, you, I don't want you. I'm out of here. The children say, I'm not going to respect you. And then the white man said, oh, you know what? Since I lost, since my blessing is gone, so all women are bad now. We should not be around women. We should be around this. Again, I want the women here to understand one thing. Real men are very rare. Once you find one, do not try to don't lock up this man. Don't put, when I say locked up, don't put any restriction upon this man. Our women out there need help. And they need a man that can stand there either for them and their children and our children. One man cannot do this. We need all our good men. I talk about this many times. I said, you men here are very rare. And one of you cannot. I talk to, for instance, when I'm doing this thing like that, and then some of the women call me, and I'm in my car with my family. I taught my daughter from a very young age, Daddy never wants you to be jealous. You do not own Daddy. Daddy have many other little girls out there that he is helping. Daddy have many other women like Mommy, he is helping. When you see them, be kind to them. When you hear Daddy on the phone talking to a person, Daddy is helping. Okay? We are running short on our men. When you hear Daddy talking to in the phone with another woman, be glad. Your daddy is a very important figure, a very important man. His help is needed everywhere. I don't want you to get angry because Daddy spent time with you and I spent time with your friend. I take you out. I do this to you. I teach you how to respect us men, real men. And you're not going to bring a weak man before me, a man that act like a woman. You're not going to, definitely you're not going to bring another woman before me. You're going to bring a man just like Daddy or greater than Daddy. Your men that want to you bring in the house, he should be able to read, write, be able to have his own thing on everything on his own. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. It is a bunch of guys online that are teaching all men to give up. Ooh, men give up. Look at this club. Only women. This is why the dating game is over. The dating game is over because all the real men, they are very rare. Most of other dudes, they want nothing to do with women. They want to be around other guys, whether they are cowboys or they want to be other guys and claim they are introvert, which is another sneaky word for racist. They are afraid. They don't want to go out there and meet women. They don't know how to talk to them. And again, beloved, the way that we're supposed to do this, we need a massive amount of therapy. I know we talk about this, for those of you do that, remember that. I didn't want to bring this thing because every time I'm trying to bring in it, something happened. And I'm like, you know what? It's going to cause a lot of issue, a lot of strife. But you know what? You need to go to those strifes. You need to go to those things. Our women must understand that we only have a few of our men. If you don't know how to share, you will learn how to share. You must understand this woman is in the same situation that I am. She's a sister of mine. I can't claim upon this, that's mine alone. Don't talk to anybody else. You're going to do as I say. No, that's the white man. That's the way that he thinks. That's the way he make our people think. There's a great curse upon our men. We need to lift this. That's one part of it. The other part, a bunch of those dudes, they are not our people. At this point right now, if for men, you go around, you chop off your wing, you have whatever surgery and stuff, and you are not our men. You look like us. You look like us. You are not us. And I keep telling our men, stop watching those garbage. Any garbage you're watching online, if it's not natural between a man and a woman, and it has to be done naturally. Stop watching the back door. Stop watching men going after stepdaughters, stepfathers, and stuff. Those are conditioning. We talk about this. We talk about that. Real men are very rare. If a real man walk into any club, so to speak, see a bunch of those women, he can get down with all of them and they all will accept. Because most men now watching so much online garbage, just like the whole Jacob Struggle. All people are destroyed with Jacob Struggle. They watch all the proof. There is no Jacob. They watch all the proof that this thing is upon the Gentile. They're still coming to and try to convince you Jacob trouble will happen. It's the same thing with the others. We told you the reason why those people are not reproducing because the blessing is over. The reason why they're saying the dating scene is over, men give up on the women because their blessing is over. I don't want my men to give up on our women, and I don't want our women to give up on our men. And I don't want no men to give up on each other. Point blank period. The electric cannot leave the magnetic alone. The magnetic cannot leave the electric alone. Both need to come together, form electromagnetic. That's what gives the life. We are not going to be separated here from our men and our men. And stop any garbage that you see any men coming out there say, look, men already give up. No, the white man give up because he doesn't have any more blessing. He made this whole thing about high value men. I keep telling all people, start getting into this garbage about high value men. This thing is that was the white man garbage. He taught it to our people. We love it. This is not what that is. You got a bunch of high value men. They are effeminated men, massive cowboy. Women don't want them. You got a bunch of billionaires, millionaires, other women are out there. They know they are massive cowboy. They don't need them. They just need the money. We told you the only high value men is a man of the Most High God Almighty. And the women know those men. They know they will come to them. They'll talk to them. They listen to them. They'll follow them. Those are your high value. It's not money. It's the amount of wisdom. This wisdom and knowledge. This sister did not call here and ask for money to resolve the problem. Oh, because we need to have a GoFundMe to help those brothers. That's not what that is. And beloved, this is not a thing we're going to take care of with therapy only. We need a supernatural power to get rid of this thing. We're not going to approach this problem the same way that the so-called society approach what they need to approach. I receive countless emails. I have countless of men that have this issue, and we are working to this. We are making progress. And I got countless of the women. The women are, when it comes to this thing, they are a hell of a lot more easier to deal with because the male energy, the male aura, once they get close to the real man aura, something changes in them. They change. They change. A lot of those women, they've been around feminine men so much so that the feminine energy transforms them into masculine energy. They have to go around and perform what men does. That's what turned a lot of our women into this hish. And if you are dealing with this, beloved, we're not shaming you. We're not whipping you. We know you were under a curse. Now we are in the midst of our blessing. We are getting into this thing. We need to come together and be a therapy to each other. Why? What do you want me to do? Send you to one of those 83 therapists over there and telling you, like, go to them. They will cure you. First of all, they are the one that did this nonsense to you. The SM will help, man. The SM, you need Operation Jolt. If you have any issue, any PTSD, you need to get with the SM. Go to our Patreon, upgrade to Intra Templum, go to February. No, was it February? Well, type SM, download the package, start working on it, get the Jolt. Jolt yourself. Get jolted out. You need to get those PTSD, those things out. Again, beloved, we cannot come together to do this thing if you are not doing your introspection, dealing with your negative side. Am I an angry person? Am I a jealous person? Am I a person that is envious? Am I this? Am I that? Those people did a great number on us, man. Those people did a great job destroying us, man. This is not easy. This is not something we'll just take care of and then we get together. Hey, oh, I'm cute, I'm cute. No, it will take a lot of crying, a lot of yelling, a lot of cursing, a lot of anger, a lot of discord in order for us to go through this thing. We have to walk into this muck. We have to walk into this mud. We have to swim into this alligator crocodile infested swamp to get out of this thing. This will cause more pain than it was put it on than to take it off. But it must be done. Oh, yes, they did a marvelous job on our people. Destroy our men. And I'm calling out to all our real men out there. We have a responsibility in our community. Other women are coming to us too, beloved. Okay, they are coming. But what I do not want one of our men to go out there and just take one woman and then you just take that one responsibility. No, it ain't gonna work like that. We need you in the community to help each other. This is a all hand on deck thing, man. We gotta put certain things out. Say, hey, all hand on deck. We gotta do this. See, at my home where I'm at, when the nation call, when a brother call, when a sister call, family know this is my job. I don't want to use this word, but they are proud of it. When my daughter look at me, and then when I'm talking, other people ask to say, Daddy is helping this, Daddy is helping that. We need to do this. We have certain small group. Each person is over it. We'll do the best that we can do to get this group and can get things done. However, beloved, this is something that we have to approach first with delicacy, not delicacy, with silk glove. We have to approach it like this because a lot of us will get triggered, man, because we were raised another way. We were raised to be selfish, do not want to see others progress. And if others progress and we say something about that others, we already label as a hater or this person. It's really bad, Bridget. It's really, really bad. And this is not the only sister. Delicately, thank you. I'm not saying delicacy, delicately. Delicately. We have to cook this food. One of you will bring the wheat. One of you will bring the thing to grind the wheat. One of you will grind it. One of you will make the flour. One of you will bring the salt. One of you will bring the oil. We got to make this bread. We need all hand on deck. But we must understand every single one of us here have some mental issue concerning those 3 Ds. Dating, diet, and drugs. Diet, it's pretty much the same thing. You only have the one-sided diet. Diet is 4 elements. You need all the 4 elements in there. Drugs, a lot of things that those people are saying that are drugs, they are not drugs. It's heavy, man. But first thing first, beloved, we must understand what happened in this community. It wasn't something that just happened like that. It was a curse. We were being done dirty. And I want my men out there to stop following any men that are bringing you gloom and doom, telling you the dating scene is over. Men are leaving women. Women lost, as if there was a war between us and our women. There was never a war. The white man was the spearheaded toward the feminist movement. They used this thing. They did every single thing to destroy our family. And then now it's destroying you. The next thing you know, all men need to get together now. I don't need to get together with you, man. I need to get together with my brothers and my sisters and do this thing. Beloved, I don't want our men to be very masculine only. Men, women, equilibrium. You're supposed to have both energy in you, well balanced. A man should know when his wife, with his girlfriend, or any woman in the community is sick. This man should know if this woman has a baby, how to change the diaper, how to make a bottle for this baby. How the man should know by instinct when the baby cries, does he need food? Does he need a little tap in the bum? Does he need a bath? Does he need water? You should be able to know those things by nature. You don't go around, that's not my job, that's a women's job and stuff. Balance. Electric, magnetic, you got both in you. One thing we will not tolerate, beloved, is the bullying. One thing we'll not tolerate is people coming with their pride and say, well, I was born like this, I'm going to stay like that because that's what the Most High want me to be. You can't be in the midst of us. Not like that. It's very hard to get, it's a PTSD, and addiction is very hard to get rid of. Some people are in counseling with me for years. They are making progress. Accountability. We have to hold ourselves accountable. Say, okay, now that I'm aware, remember, you agreed to all those things when you were in the spiritual realm. You agreed to them. You agreed to the hardship. You agreed to this condition. Now you have it. Now you're aware. Now let's get rid of it. It's not like we don't have our men don't provide. We have plenty of our men that stand up for our women. They provide for them. They do this for them. But the problem is those things are not being put online. Our men are not talking about this online. They are talking about the men that did this, and then somewhat the women go astray, and then they're like, you see, this is why we can't be with black women. They are too proud. They are too this. They are too that. We have good men out there. And our men are the greatest producers on this planet. It's just whatever we produce is stolen by another man. It's stolen by another group of people. It was in Deuteronomy 28:68. The Most High said, whatever that you're going to do, you're going to work like hell, but all your labor are going to be stolen. Yes, the good guys are referred as simps. A man think if he's good to a woman, if he helped this woman financially or anywhere, you're a simp. Well, look at this Captain Severho. You know, look at this guy helping this girl. Look at this guy. You're a simp. This is a good man. He's just trying to help. It doesn't have to be always about sexual relationship. The sex has its part. There's a part of that. Good men seen as simp. You help this woman. You help that other woman. You're a simp. A woman come to you to ask an advice, you give an advice, you're a simp. Look, the white man lost his blessing. 83 men, Japanese, Asian, or whatever, they lost the blessing. So what they are doing, they're not going to go down by themselves. They ain't going to go down by themselves. They want you to go down with them. They want you to come and be with them and leave women alone, especially our women, and be with them and go and their crew, come to their little boot camps, be around them, drink with them, get drunk with them, do drugs with them, and they will do stuff to you. This is a Grecian tactics. They've been doing this since ancient time. We men over here, if you're part of this, we ain't gonna go nowhere from our women and from women, point blank, period. Those guys cannot reproduce. A lot of them can't stand up. They can't get up. So they are spewing this garbage out there. Men give up on women. Women won. You won what? The black men and the black women were in slavery, and at the same time, we suffer the same thing. And our women were always sticking by us. It's the white men that always come up with some devious plan, try to detach our men from our women so he can have our women, so he can rape our women, men, and children. We were powerless when those things were happening. Right now, we're not powerless. We can speak. And anybody, again, specifically, I'm speaking for myself. Anybody you come against me, I'll put you down like a damn dirty dog. Don't you try to come against me and try to tell me what to do and how to do it. Whether you're our men or women or étranger, I'll put you down like a freaking pig. Back then, we couldn't do anything. We watch what you did to our children, to our women. Now you ain't gonna come over there and do this thing. And I don't want my men out there to have that weak mindset, that weak-minded. Oh, men, we won. Well, look at those clubs. All those women, they don't have any men. Oh, that was a dating over there. No men show up because all the good men, they were with other men. Women are lonely out there. They are looking for leadership. They are frustrated. They need you. I'm going to close with this. Remember a few months ago, a white woman that came in, she said she's a therapist. And what she saw in the white community is young men, 16, 18 to 34, don't want to do nothing. All they want to do is staying home, playing video game, be on the internet, and watch porn. They don't want to do anything. Those are the men that are online. They are frustrated. They are sexually frustrated. They are doing things out there. Those are the losers. Leave them alone. Let them die. To my men out there that are 18, 16, and then you're growing up, you're in your 30s, your future is bright. Grab the bull by the horn. That's how you go through life. You got to go through it. You will meet this woman. She'll break your heart. That's what it is. You got to accept it. This is what it is. It's a boxing game. You're going to throw punches. Hey, damn it, you're going to receive a hell of a lot more punches. That's what it is. That's what life is. No more of this kid velvet glove and none of the... No, this is bare knuckle fight. Be ready to get your teeth knocked out. This is life. Those white men, they never went to this. Everything was already, all the laws were for them, policies for them, all the women going after them because they got the money, they put the high value, they had everything. But once the blessing is done, you see them, they are nothing. You are not nothing. You are something. You are somebody, and that somebody is a child of the Most High God Almighty. Beloved, if you have any concern, please send me an email. For all men out there, you are dealing with whatever, we are here. We need to help each other. I got people with me in marriage counseling for years, and things is bad, brother. I'm talking about super bad. But we got to deal with this. To our women, we will have class on this. We will talk about that. The sisters over there in the UK, especially the sister's frustrated, man. Every single man she met, she like, what is this? Why am I taking the lead? They can't stay in a conversation for like a minute or two. It's always about some backwardness. And it's always like, me. We don't want this. Beloved, I will leave you with peace. I didn't want to talk about this, but understand this. This is a curse, all right? We need to remove it, all right? Okay? I will leave you with peace. I will leave you with love. There will be something done about this. I don't want to promise anything yet until we have enough group of people that contact us. We'll make an announcement, okay? And then we will see what we can do to address this thing. To all women out there that are frustrated, please hold no grudges against those men out there. They are lost. They do not have the blessing that we have. Forgive them. When you see those men like this, give them a pass. Let them pass. Don't bother with them. They can't do what we are doing. They are lost. Okay? Don't beat on them because they already had enough beating on them. Okay? They have PTSD. They are sick. You have to understand this is a curse. It's a sickness. Don't get yourself in a low vibration for those men. Even the men that are online bashing on women, just leave them alone. Don't try to attack them and be in the midst of them, okay? And to the men, the same thing. The women that are bashing men, this is something 83 put in the midst of us to keep us fighting. We're going to do the best that we're going to do, okay? We're going to do the whole single thing. We're going to do the best. But again, this is something that needs a lot of planning and time to do. Shalom.
The 8K family.
Have you ever felt a deep yearning for spiritual growth but didn't know where to start? What if I told you there's a guide that can lead you through every step? Introducing the 8K Family Handbook. This comprehensive guide is your ultimate companion for spiritual empowerment, offering invaluable insights and practical steps to enhance your spiritual journey. What's inside? Perform spiritual background checks. Learn how to assess spiritual energies and protect yourself from negative influences. Connect with your guardian angel. Discover methods to establish a strong, supportive relationship with your guardian angel for guidance and protection. Develop your magical abilities. Unleash your innate magical potential with step-by-step instructions and exercises tailored for all levels. Whether you're a novice or a seasoned practitioner, the 8K Family Handbook provides the tools and knowledge you need to elevate your spiritual practice. Begin your journey to empowerment and enlightenment today. Available now on Amazon.com.